Yes, very good evening everyone to our post-market analysis session. Yes, I can see people joining in. Yes, I can see Atula sir has joined. Yeah, thank you people for joining in. It's 8:30 again, and this is the time where we meet for the post-market analysis of the particular day. And another interesting, very interesting day in Nifty as far as all the traders are concerned, because we are touching the 25,000 levels again. So Nifty opened almost flat at close to 24,880, and after the immediate small hiccups, Nifty just continued its upward rally all until 25,000, from around 24,900 to 25,000. Now at 25,000, obviously, as we expected, there was some selling off, and Nifty dropped to almost 24,900, almost 100 points, close to 80 plus points, and from there it went up again and closed at almost 24,990. That is where we have closed, and Nifty today is up by 0.42 percentage, 0.42 percentage. So is Sensex, up by 0.46 percentage. Sensex closing at 81,644. So that's the case for the benchmark indices, and that for Bank Nifty closing 0.23 up, and it is a second day consecutively that Bank Nifty is now underperforming Nifty. So that is one interesting thing to be noted. Bank Nifty has underperformed Nifty for 2 consecutive days, and the mid cap index has moved up. Automobile sector, as expected, because of the GST reforms, and not just because of the GST reforms. Since the inflation data came out to be around 2% in July, since that news in July, auto sector has been performing really well. So auto sector continued its movement today again, and it was obviously the top performing sector of the day. And Nifty Media also moving up by 1.3 percentage. The financial services trading flat. Nifty Energy and Realty moving 0.8 and 0.65 percentage respectively. And so generally a good day in the market, and we are at a very crucial level, very crucial level of 25,000, very close to 25,000. But again, we have managed to close only below 25,000. We haven't closed above 25,000. So that is one thing to be watched out for. If we can get a decisive close about 25,000, then we can probably see further upward movement in the index, is what we can see. And what has driven the market today? The main thing which has driven the market today is Reliance. As you can see here, Reliance is up by 2.78 percentage, and also followed by Bharti Airtel, which is also up by 0.92 percentage. So these two have contributed some of the biggest chunks in Nifty. These two stocks are the main reason why we have shot up so significantly, because if you look at all the other banks, including HDFC Bank, which is 0.62 percentage down, or ICICI Bank, or let be the Axis Bank. Yes, I'm checking all the banks. All of them have either traded flat or they have traded in the negative zone, but it is Reliance as well as Airtel, because of the announcement of their new plans, because of the announcement of new plans by Reliance Jio, that they are cutting off the 200 range plans. They are only going for 300 rupee plans. So that is one of the possible reasons why they have gone up, and that has also lifted the market sentiments. Now that we are very close to 25,000, we have to look out for the OI data at which all particular levels. So if we go to the open interest data, this is what you can see now. So open interest is extremely very high at 25,000 as expected. Obviously there is call selling, more call selling at 25,000, followed by that at 25,500. There is enough support, there is a very good support at 24,900. So if we see a fall tomorrow, if we get some sort of a profit booking in the initial stages, it could possibly be limited to 24,900 is what we can expect, because there is enough call put selling at 24,900. And if we look at the OI change in OI, you can see there has been a huge put build up at 24,900 and call unwinding happening at 24,900 again. And 25,000 interestingly has seen the highest put writing today, and that is another sense of positivity, because while puts are being sold, we can obviously expect market to take a support or go up from there, and that is the reason why I am expecting some sort of bullishness in the upcoming days. We can also see that the PCR is 1.1%, PCR is at 1.1, indicating some sort of bullishness. And we will also track the FIDA data, which are extremely important. Now the FI data, as expected in the cash market, is 634 crore. They have sold shares worth 634 crore, not a big amount, but at least they are selling in the cash segment. FIs are also bearish in the futures, but only for a small amount. FIs have sold calls, or FIs have bought calls, and FIs have bought puts also. So they have bought calls and bought puts. So that is something interesting. In fact, they have bought 16,000 calls. They have bought 7,600 puts too. So overall weightage, obviously they are bullish in the market currently. But the overall OI in futures OI still remains 1.72 lakhs negative. Still negative in the medium to long term. This is as per the SGX Nifty or the GIFT Nifty trading. GIFT Nifty is at 25,005, exactly at 25,000, and we could, as of now, we could expect some sort of flat opening tomorrow morning. We will also check the major indices across the globe. So let's also check how US, Europe as well as other Asian markets are trading as we speak. Okay, so it is taking some time, let it load. And in the F&O futures and options, just before that, summary, yes, obviously the summary. So in index options, FIIs are indecisive. They have obviously bought calls and bought puts too. So indecisive there, but they are in futures. They still remain bearish. FIIs still remain bearish, and clients remain medium term bullish, at least medium bullish for client and pro, who are going to be the victims, as we always say. And my positions for today, before we go into the major indices, so these were the positions we had, and all these positions are closed now. So I had sold the 80,300 put as well as 80,100 put, which had realized some sort of profit for me, and that was all the trades are done, and I am not holding any sort of intraday, overnight positions. One of the main reasons for that being, let me quickly go to analyze and stock market calendar. I'll tell you something very, economic calendar here. Tomorrow on 20th August at night, we have the FOMC meeting, which is something like the federal which is a Federal Reserve meeting, or just like the RBI meeting in India. So the US FOMC meeting is to happen, and the minutes will be out by tomorrow 11:30 p.m. from which the interest rates could be decided, and if any revised changes are there, they could be announced. So because of that, there could be movement in the market. So I didn't want to risk anything. Obviously that is happening tomorrow evening, but because of the expectation, something could happen in the market. So for safety reasons, I am not holding any overnight positions. Even for tomorrow, I may not be holding any overnight positions. But that is the news from US, and there is no other significant events which is to happen. So if we go check the global indices, which have now been loaded, yes, it is now only that I am also checking. So US is currently, Dow Jones and S&P 500, so mixed emotions there. The IT index, Nasdaq, is down by 1%, whereas Europe is trading slightly higher, so 0.5, 0.45, 0.36 and 1% somewhere there. So Europe is trading slightly higher, while we go to the Asian markets, including Japan, China and everyone, they are trading slightly flat to lower. So this is everywhere it's a mixed emotion, except for Europe, they are trading positive. And that for SGX Nifty, we are again trading flat. So we could be expecting another flat opening in Nifty, and another flat opening could mean could very possibly mean that any bullish momentum above 25,000, if we are opening flat, any bullish movement above 25,000 could be taking us to 25,100 maybe quickly, maybe real quick. Okay, so that is what I am expecting, because if the next day market opens at the same level, then it could be seen as the continuation of the trend. So the general trend for today and yesterday afternoon session and today is generally some sort of slightly bullishness, and if we are to see some bullishness above 25,000, it could immediately result in 25,100 or even 150 200 ranges. So I'll also be looking out for that. And we have also discussed the OI data. I'll quickly also let you know the volume data from 915trade.com, which is really helping me out in taking trades. So this is where we are in terms of volume. Obviously there are in 24,900 there is huge amount of put selling or buying happening. So buyers are jumping in at 24,900, and there is only relatively lesser selling pressure at 25,002. The selling pressure at 25,100 or 25,200 are not very large enough. So the overall general sentiment now has turned slightly positive. So that's it for the post-market analysis on 19th of August on a day when I have also turned 30. So this was my date of birth too. So one special day for me and a good day in the market. So till we meet again tomorrow at 9:20 a.m. in the live trading session. Take care, goodbye and Jai Hind.